Howdy folks, and welcome back to What If Season 2, Episode 2. What if Peter Quill attacked Earth's Mightiest Heroes? This sounds like what was in the trailer, right? The trailer had a bit of young Peter Quill and the older, when he was young, the older versions of all of our heroes. You know, the predecessors, I should say, not the older versions. You know what I mean? Can I say again how much I loved the first episode and how nervous I am that the rest of the season won't be as good as that, in my opinion, very spectacular Nebula episode, Nebula Noir episode. I just loved it so much. Anyway, let's see what happened with these predecessor Avengers, essentially. Can I say one thing before we dive into this? Let me go back. Yeah. I do believe these are, they're not traveling at super high speed, but I do believe they're pretty accurate F-14s. You notice the tail hooks as well. Which is pretty cool. Time period 88, yeah. They'd definitely be very active. She referred to him as commander, which could be a positionary rank in the Air Force, but more likely it's an actual commander in the Navy. I love the authenticity of this. They didn't put in some stupid jet that didn't make any sense for the time or anything like that. This is cool. And F-14s I dig. I like them. So anyway, back to New York. So is this Peter Quill? Because in the trailer it showed he had powers. Like he'd been with his father the whole time? Is this him coming back to Earth? Yep, sure is. So basically, what would happen if Ego was successful in retrieving his son when he was abducted, when his mother died, and spent time with his father, unleashed his powers, and then apparently he's very angry with Earth, so is he throwing a tantrum? Is he trying to get some kind of vengeance? Did he turn evil? We'll find out. He looks very evil. Haley Atwell, we heard her. Yeah.
Reality.
Oh, Kurt Russell, cool. Thor is going to be in it.
It's more than a linear path.
He is the Watcher.
The Ravagers were
only 6 months.
Peter Quill to turn him over and chose to raise him as his own.
That's what happened in our universe. That what happened here?
At least that's how the story often goes.
Okay, so this is part of his grand design. He's coming here to destroy Earth so he can... Yeah, that's kind of cruel if you send the kid to destroy his home planet.
You forgetting we're in the middle of a Cold War?
Looked like there was somebody in Soviet Union over there. Is that going to be Red Guardian? They bringing him in?
We are the world.
The potato chips are the vegetable.
Ah! Nice! Young Hope.
Seriously? And
I think, right? This is Ant-Man. Yeah. That's Michael Douglas.
Bad if they had the balls to call us.
Is Hope going to somehow relate to Peter since she's about the same age and also has a Walkman?
So he sent the Winter Soldier.
Oh, Winter Soldier, of course. Thinking Soviet Union, I'm thinking Red Guardian. Of course, Winter Soldier.
The world's most deadliest.
It looks just like him, Howard.
Oh, I love this. I love how Peggy is clicking on the eyes and saying he looks like Bucky.
I'd heard the rumor.
New York's a long way from
and here she is. Marvel.
Not in my ride.
Dr. Wendy Lawson.
Wendy Lawson.
Air Force.
Marvel.
She's spearheading our joint
And Star-Lord. Yeah, I know he's not Star-Lord at this point. He never became Star-Lord, but still. You know what I mean. I guess it kind of makes sense. It's only been 6 months and he's still a kid that, you know, a fear like a swarm of insects coming after you would kind of overrule his powers momentarily, or at least for a while. Because clearly he has the power, you know, to just vaporize him with a thought if he really wanted to. If he can tap into that, right? His powers, so far he's demonstrated kind of more brute force powers. Nothing really subtle yet. Levitation, he did that too. Now I'm wondering if he didn't escape from his father. Learning that his father wanted to destroy Earth and destroy all the other planets, he didn't escape and come back here to come home, essentially, and now he's scared and alone. I wonder if he's not bad. Oh, you shouldn't have cut off the head of the raccoon. Star-Lord and his rocket doll. You shouldn't have done that.
Problem child, 12 o'clock.
Oh, here comes Thor.
One by one.
Oh, he's already destroying all the planets.
Perished.
Oh, okay, no, he didn't rebel. He's doing his father's bidding. So that's what he wanted his son for, to destroy the worlds so he could reform the universe.
Realm.
Well, lucky for us, we have one in custody.
We do? I still think Hope is going to somehow relate to Peter. Being the same age, both loving music, both having a Walkman. Well, he had a Walkman. There's going to be some kind of connection here. They had to have given her a Walkman on purpose. Yep, there it is. Uh-oh. I think he has been corrupted. He's trying to convince her to let him go, which she's doing, apparently.
Security breach in the
He shrunk him. Oh.
Glad to know I'm sharing.
Come on, I hope Hope can get through to him. But I'm not so sure.
Thanks. Oh, like Missouri. You guys
Which is where he wants to go to destroy the Earth.
making a mistake. You know that's what Mom would have done.
Yeah, get through to him that way. Makes sense.
Peter. Thunder Guy.
Are we going to get the end of this be the same thing that happened in the main timeline in a sense, at least with the point of Peter killing his dad? Is something going to trip? I mean, Peter's already kind of connecting back to Earth thanks to Hope. Is something going to cause him, like... Is he going to also admit this time that he gave Peter's mom cancer? Which is what, in Guardians 2, which is what flipped Peter and made him destroy his father, or at least scheme with the rest of his Guardians to destroy his father. Is that how it's going to end as well, with Peter having to fight his father?
Is it supposed to be
Using these pre-Avengers? There we go, pre-Avengers. Prevengers. Using them as in place of the Guardians in that role?
doing this?
Find him, you bring him in ready to suit.
Oh, he's going to see his mom's grave.
Hope of stopping Zero.
By the way, is this the first episode that we've had Peggy Carter as Agent Carter from S.H.I.E.L.D., director of S.H.I.E.L.D., and not Captain Carter? I don't think we've had her as just Agent Carter or Peggy Carter or Director Carter in any other What If episode, right? Oh, Ego could just lay waste to all you guys. Maybe not Thor, but probably Thor too.
You don't see
Rock golems.
Great.
Oh boy.
Okay, Hank, look.
I haven't, and you don't have to either.
Aw, Hope gets to hear her dad talk about what's been happening since her mother went away. And I'm not going to say died because we know she didn't really die.
So long as you let the people
Come join our family.
Well, that would be kind of cool if in this alternate timeline he became Hope's brother.
Yeah, we got him.
We need him back here now.
Roger that.
Is it the same kind of ending as Guardians 2? Are they going inside and going to detonate a bomb or something?
Peter. Whoa, you're
No,
alive.
it's just where Ego is. Okay.
Well, you see, I knew if she were to live, the expansion,
Oh, he's going to say the whole thing about giving her cancer.
the reason for our existence.
You killed my mother?
Yeah, basically.
I get it. You're upset.
I guess, yeah, he's right. He is Star-Lord because his mother is the one who named him that. That's not technically Ego, though, right? If I'm not mistaken, he is still the planet, so this is just an avatar of his that he sent to Earth, so this would be the avatar as well. So the planet Ego is still going to be around, unless this somehow causes a feedback of some sort and destroys the planet. That's cool. I want to see this timeline play out, where Peter Quill and Hope are brother and sister.
Famous goose.
Ah, look at him.
Kids might like to have her.
I don't think so. Something
Oh.
broke through that day in Missouri.
Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully that changed him too, so he doesn't come back and kill Howard. Not by choice, obviously, but maybe that won't happen.
The Winter Soldier.
Fine victory banquet.
But I thought Asgard was
Afraid
destroyed.
we must bid thee farewell. The boy may have destroyed Ego's corporeal form, but his planet
Right.
still lives. And the
Aha! Young Avengers as well. And a Flurkin. I'm pretty sure that's a Flurkin, not a cat. That was a cool team. That's a cool team up. I'd kind of like to see that universe played out a little bit more in live action even. That would be awesome. Just checking real fast to make sure they don't have anything afterwards. I don't think they do. I think that's... Yeah. Yeah, they got nothing else. Yeah, that was a good team. I love that. I loved the way the story told. I was kind of, in a way, kind of predictable since I was able to predict it. If I can predict it, it's pretty predictable. But also kind of wholesome. I like that. An alternate take on it. And what if Peter Quill had... You could also entitle this, what if Peter Quill had been delivered to Ego? Right? Because that's basically what triggered this change. But I love seeing Agent Carter, Director Carter, all the Prevengers, I want to call them now. The early version of the Avenger sort of team. No Nick Fury, because Nick Fury was, at this point, if he is in S.H.I.E.L.D., he's very junior. Right? Because in Captain Marvel, which is in the 90s, he was basically just an agent, right? So, actually a little more than an agent, but still pretty low level. So if anything, he'd be an agent. But we didn't see him in this one. But I love seeing Marvel, seeing her do her thing and be good, because we knew she was good. She had turned good. She didn't believe in the universal domination or galactic domination or whatever it was that a lot of the Kree Empire was all about. It's good to see her good. Hank being not angry was good. I mean, the previous Hank we had was him killing all the Avengers, right? Because of what they did to Hope. And here he's still bitter because of what happened to Hope's mother. But he's not super angry, and he became much more open and warm and welcomed Peter into his family, which I think is just great. Like I said, I'd love to see more of that. See them as brother and sister growing up. That'd be kind of cool. And as he said, I think he's going to come back in this season of What If, because he said, if I consume the seed, I always have a part of you. So he's retained the power. In Guardians 2, when he killed Ego, he basically lost all the power of the Celestial, but he seems to have retained some of it because of consuming the seed, which could come back to play a part in some future event. So he might actually come back. I hope they don't. And that's the thought. Is this season going to have some sort of a tie-in or come together of storylines like season 1 did for some big bad? And if so, is it just going to be the Infinity Stones again? I'm not going to say Ultron. He's gone, but is it Zola? Whatever the guy's name is, and Killmonger fighting in that that universe, that self-contained universe. Is it going to be them again? Is it going to be a Strange again? Is it going to be some brand new threat? I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. But I suspect there will be some kind of tie-in, like with season 1, because that formula worked really well last season, and people seem to like the fact that it came back at the end of the season and had some sort of a big event. And I could see them planting little seeds, no pun intended, little seeds of that coming back. Is like, maybe I would love to see Nebula come back, Noir Nebula. I'd actually like to see her in live action. But Peter has still maintaining part of the celestial power, seems to be planting a seed. Again, no pun intended. So we might get that. I enjoyed this one. Didn't enjoy this one more than the first one. That Nebula one, oh man, that is a high mark. But I did enjoy this one. It's not at all bad. I don't want to ding it. I had a lot of fun. It was good to see all of the, like I said, the Prevengers and their battle with Ego. I love that. To see Thor come and just be Thor, which makes total sense. You know, he's not an eternal per se, but he lives a very, 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 very long time. Now, he wasn't quite as cocky as Thor was when he landed in the first Thor movie. But then again, his loved ones and his friends had been killed, apparently, right? I'm pretty sure he said that Asgard had been destroyed. I'm pretty sure he said that. So he's probably very, not as happy-go-lucky as he was. Actually, he wasn't really happy-go-lucky in the first Thor movie. He was angry and petulant in the first Thor movie. Here he's a little less petulant, but still kind of angry and determined. But seemingly trying to do the right thing. So I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed seeing more of young Hope. We just didn't get enough of that in the Ant-Man movies. I really enjoyed that quite a bit. And I loved that she managed to have a connection with Peter. That just made total sense. So anyway, I enjoyed this one. Let me know what you think in the comments. And look forward to tomorrow's episode. I may not be able to get tomorrow's episode out. This one I'm barely recording on the day it came out, recording it late at night. I may not be able to get the next one out because we have our family Christmas thing happening on Christmas Eve. So, but I'll try. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Catch you next time. Bye-bye.